Hi guys, welcome back to my second video. I'm super happy that you decided to give my channel another chance. First of all, I am going to tell you what this video is going to be about. So I have already filmed this footage in February, to be honest. I went to the biggest indoor flea market in Austria. It is a charity event, so everybody who works there is a volunteer. So the first thing you'll see is actually my boyfriend walking towards the exhibition center. I haven't mentioned that yet. So not only do they collect donations for about 2 weeks, it's the entire exhibition hall that they have filled with donations to sell for a good cause. So obviously I cut out a lot of the footage here because we actually stood in line in the morning. It was freezing, so all you'll see is us entering now and me on the go because I really wanted to make sure that I get there first. Headed straight for that area where they set up all the furniture.
Think that we're crazy. They just haven't seen love this plainly. When they ask what on earth is going on, just tune your record in and play this song. 'Cause to me our love is like an old-fashioned finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet, sip you slow then repeat. You're the habit I thought I could be, but old-fashioned love's got a hold of me. Baby, I don't care, I don't think I'd even mind. Between holding your hand, what I'm feeling in the bottles of wine.
I looked at this shelf, which I loved, but for now I decided to leave it. Spoiler alert, I actually picked it up later. I picked up this really small like plant stand side table and it sold within a day.
You just might be something that could stick. Well, at least I put my money down on it. 'Cause to me our love is like an old-fashioned finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet, sip you slow then repeat. You're the habit I thought I could be, but old-fashioned love's got a hold of me.
This is my tiny little car. This is me trying to organize everything. There's always so much crap in there, even though obviously I emptied it before we came here. I like the fact that I had to go back to the car actually and constantly and see how it filled up, because I'm such an optimistic person. I would have bought the biggest pieces of furniture and be
We've been around enough to know that what this world really means is something like you and me, bitter with the touch of sweet.
So we're on our way back inside. This time we picked the other entrance, which means that we got in the section where they set up all the vintage furniture, which obviously I liked, but I had a setback straight away because the first thing I found is like it's a rolling bar cart, like a serving tray thing that is foldable. And we have these a lot in Austria, but they do sell regularly and really well. I have never found one before. My colleagues seem to find them all the time. This time I picked it up because they often are brown. This one was black, which I really liked, but then I saw the pricing on everything they had set up in this vintage section, and they wanted 45 euros for this very cute, I agree, plant stand, but that's what we sell it for in the shop.
But it goes down with these old-fashioned love is what this world really needs. Old-fashioned love. Old-fashioned love, yeah. 'Cause to me our love is like an old-fashioned finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet. Sip you slow, then repeat. You're the habit I thought I could be. But old-fashioned love's got a hold on me. Old-fashioned love. Old-fashioned love's got a hold on me. Old-fashioned love's got a hold on me.
People think it's a lot easier than it often is to pick something that is cool, and my number one rule is that I'll only pick things that I personally love. So if I don't like an item, no way I'm going to buy it, even though I know it's worth the money and it's a good deal. I'm not going to do it, because I've learned that I only sell things that I like and that I would put in my apartment. And the picture with the flowers on is not my style at all, but I gave it to my mom for her birthday because it's exactly her style and I knew that she was going to love it. I did want to find a carpet for our changing room because we had one that we sold. We didn't actually mean to sell it, but this lady really wanted to buy it, so we did sell it, which meant that we had to find a new one, but this was even too much for me. I wanted to buy a lava lamp, which I just wanted to make sure that I was not interrupting the family of 4, because they were looking at them and they were talking about them, deciding which one they wanted. So I thought I'd let them go first and come back, and then I forgot all about it. And when I got back the next day, all of them were sold, and you just saw there were about 8 of them. I also gave my boyfriend advice on how to spot a lamp that is worth picking up, and there is an Italian brand that's called Veneta Lumi, which I personally really like. It does sell well, it holds its value, and I ended up picking up that pink one, and that's actually a Veneta Lumi from the 80s, and I decided to buy that lamp. After that, we walked towards the clothing section, and I found this bag section, which you can't see that well, but what they did is they kind of built like a barrier, and then they built shelves, and you couldn't actually sift through things yourself, but
Think that we're crazy.
Then I ended up spotting this, and the man just passes it to me right now. It's actually the vase that goes with a coffee set, and I just like the style so much. And only when I got home I realized that it was Swiss and actually worth good money. I will insert a picture of the Google or Etsy comp I found. I did buy the entire set. I ended up spotting a pottery coffee filter, I guess is what you would call it, from a German brand that's called Melitta, and they can be very collectible, and even if they're not collectible, they sell for around 25 to 30 euros a piece. So I picked up a couple of those. The yellow one that I'm holding right in front of the camera is actually a very nice one. I will try to insert a picture of it here. I also bought a white one that is collectible, that has a stamp from I think 1952 that I didn't realize when I bought it. I just thought I'll pick up a couple of white ones. I picked up this blue one that unfortunately I paid for but then accidentally left behind, and the vase that you're seeing now is from a famous Austrian company that still exists, and the vase is obviously from the 50s. I also picked up this hand-painted white and blue Japanese dish. Some of these things have sold, but some of these I still have. Okay, I then finally made it to the clothing section, but I didn't realize that it was the selected items, so it was a boutique section of the clothing section, which explains why I was a bit frustrated. It was mainly new brands that I didn't want to pick up because I'm only looking for vintage. Was a bit frustrating. I didn't really want to look for myself because there were so many people, and I still felt like I had not found enough to chill a little, I have to be honest. So I kept looking through things and wasn't super excited about it, and I just really was waiting for something super cool to actually make my day, to be like, okay, now this trip has kind of been worth it. I end up buying 3 leather jackets from this section. However, my battery died, so you see me looking at some newer things that I might like style based also for myself, but it was a very disappointing section. I finally made it out of there and into the main hall that had all the clothing. So you will see me going through a lot of these clothing racks. There are so many people, so I didn't want to push past anyone. There was always someone in the way. I did cut out a lot of the footage when I would really bump into people, showing people's faces. So I know my camera angle isn't perfect yet, and I will work on that. But it was a good angle for me to not constantly film people's faces, especially as some people look at you weird. I guess that's more the case in Austria than in the States if you have a GoPro while going shopping. I do always look at denim. I really like buying denim jackets. However, as I said before, I only buy vintage denim jacket. This is a denim jackets or denim in general. This is a Levi's shirt that now I regret I didn't buy because I could have definitely sold that. There are some brands where we're not too picky with, but it's vintage or not, because a Levi's shirt holds its value, so we could still sell it, but that's just a very rare, a very low percentage of things in our store. I did end up grabbing a couple of leather jackets like this one that they must have missed when they went through it. So they tried to pick all the leather jackets and all the brands to sell in the boutique section, but they didn't, luckily, and that meant that I could still find some really cool things.
They just haven't seen love this plainly. When they ask what on earth is going on, just tune your record in and play this song. 'Cause to me our love is like an old-fashioned finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet, sip you slow then repeat. You're the habit I thought I could be, but old-fashioned love's got a hold of me. Baby, I don't care, I don't think I'd even mind. Between holding your hand, what I'm feeling in the bottles of wine. You just might be something that could stick. Well, at least I put my money down on it. 'Cause to me our love is like an old-fashioned finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet, sip you slow then repeat. You're the habit I thought I could be, but old-fashioned love's got a hold on me. Old-fashioned love's got a hold on me. Yeah, old-fashioned love. We've had pain and lovers go. We've been around enough to know that what this world really means is something like you and me. Bitter with a touch of sweet, cold but it goes down with ease. Old-fashioned love is what this world really needs. Old-fashioned love. Old-fashioned love, yeah. 'Cause to me our love is like an old-fashioned finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet, sip you slow then repeat. You're the habit I thought I could be, but old-fashioned love's got a hold on me. Old-fashioned love, old-fashioned love's got a hold on me. Old-fashioned love's got a hold on me.
So this is it for today's video. Please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. I would really appreciate your support. I do know that all of this will get better. My filming skills, my editing skills, my speaking skills. I feel super awkward sitting in my kitchen and talking to my GoPro. I'm sure that's going to get better. I hope that you have enjoyed it. There will be a second part coming out soon. I do plan to put out a video every week. So far, I have not managed. It's been 2 weeks since I've posted the intro. I do hope that I'll be able to be faster, get faster with editing and obviously uploading to YouTube. And they have loads more for you in store. Summer's coming, so there will be a lot of outdoor flea markets that I'm sure you'll enjoy to see. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you again here. Thank you so much for watching my video.